Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Heavy rain from the expected thunderstorm activity poses a threat of localized flooding, especially across the eastern portion of the central to southern plains into the lower Missouri and lower Arkansas River valleys. In the wake of the first strong storm pushing northeastward into the northern plains, upper Mississippi Valley on Saturday, it will produce potential for moderate to heavy rainfall. A second storm will begin to deepen across the central high plains. Another round of thunderstorms, heavy rains, flash flooding, and severe weather is again possible across the southern plains beginning tomorrow afternoon and continuing through the weekend. Closer to home, warm and breezy to windy conditions will continue through the weekend with the strongest winds on Saturday. Expect breezy afternoons and warming temperatures. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Tularosa Middle School Woodcraft Department is having a craft sale on Saturday, May 4th from 8:30 until noon. The wood shop is around back of the red brick school. They're going to have birdhouses, key racks, chairs, picnic tables, cell phone holders, chessboards, cornhole boards.
I am Cornholio!
Yes, that was necessary. Picnic tables and benches and a lot more. All proceeds to benefit the Tularosa Middle School Career Construction class. As a reminder, there's no school today in Alamogordo schools due to today being a snow day. At 75 degrees, I'm pretty sure it's not going to snow. The Alameda Park Zoo is having a very busy month this month. Brew at the Zoo is coming up on April 26th. I spoke with Hector.
We're going to have a country band to Moon Junction. We're going to have a dance floor for people to take advantage of if they choose to have a ball dance the night away. We're going to have 4 breweries. We're going to have about 5 to 6 food trucks and drink vendors. And, of course, we're going to have craft vendors.
Check out the City of Alamogordo Facebook page for more details. Well, today is Friday. Let's have a cat chat from Kitty City NM.
This is Kathy Denton with Kitty City NM, and welcome to this week's edition of Cat Chat. Kitty City has 3 gorgeous calico girl kitties to be highlighted this week. Ashley is a short-haired 6-year-old calico who has the traditional black, orange, and white colors. She has a black and orange face and body and a white chest. This girl's bold colors and large body truly stand out in the crowd. Ashley is overweight, and we are helping her lose some of those pounds. Ashley is very sweet and friendly with people. However, we don't know why she does not like other cats. She finds her happiness with her humans. So Ashley needs to be the only cat in her forever home. But Ashley does like dogs. If anyone is looking for a lover-girl kitty and does not have other cats, please stop by Kitty City to check out this beautiful big girl. Zoinks is another beautiful short-haired calico about 1.5 years old. Her coat has lots of black with spots of orange and a mostly white chest. This pretty mama gave birth to 5 beautiful babies in early March. Zoinks is the best mama who has doted on her babies and is raising them well. Zoinks will be available in mid-May after her babies are adopted and she is spayed. Autumn is a pretty short-haired 10-year-old dilute calico. Instead of the bright orange, black, and white colors of a traditional calico, Autumn's dilute calico colors are gray, cream, and tan. She is a hefty girl with lots of love. She is sweet, friendly, and super loving, except she does not make friends with younger cats or large dogs. This senior kitty is obviously set in her ways, and we think her forever home would be with a single person or a couple who desires the companionship of an adoring older cat. Autumn is in a free roaming room at Kitty City with other cats, but she definitely prefers humans. She likes it when we come in and visit her, and she comes for pets and affection. She enjoys chatting while she makes herself comfortable on your lap. Autumn must be the only pet in her forever home, and she will be the happiest when she can be the queen of the household. Autumn is a senior kitty, and her adoption fee is $30. She is microchip spayed with all her vaccinations. Please come visit Kitty City NM at 56 Stanley Ranch Road to see Autumn, Zoinks, and Ashley, and all the other beautiful cats at Kitty City NM. Or you can visit our website at www.kittycitynm.com for the photos of our kittens that can be pre-adopted and all the other beautiful cats that live at Kitty City. Tomorrow, Saturday, April 27, Kitty City NM will be at the White Sands Mall from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for our adoption event. Cats from Kitty City and Alamogordo Animal Control will be featured, as well as dogs from Alamogordo Animal Control. Special prices for the rest of April is $40 for any cat or dog from Alamogordo Animal Control. Kitty City NM has litters of kittens with our foster parents at this time. Kittens will start to be at the Saturday adoption events in May 4 and May 18. Kittens must be 8 weeks old to be out in public, so you can preview our kitten babies on our website. Come out to the White Sands Mall tomorrow, Saturday, April 27, to find your forever friend. This has been Kathy Denton with this week's edition of Cat Chat. I will be talking with you next week from Kitty City NM. Kitty City and you. No one loves them better.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Local news from local perspectives from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Local sports, local events, and local happenings, and more. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.com. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Santa Fe police shot a person who was reportedly threatening people with a knife on Wednesday. Police did not go into detail, but at some point at least one officer fired their weapon and shot the man. They gave him aid and then paramedics took him to the hospital. He's been identified as 37-year-old Jermaine Garcia, and he faces these charges: aggravated burglary, 2 counts to attempt to commit felonious armed robbery, 5 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of aggravated assault upon a peace officer with a deadly weapon, and criminal damage to property. No officers were injured, and the New Mexico State Police is currently investigating this shooting. New Mexico lawmakers will gather in July for a special lawmaking session. State Senate Minority Leader Greg Baca spoke with KRQE about it.
Crime is just an epidemic that is plaguing the state that really needs to be addressed.
Some Republicans, such as New Mexico House Republican leader Rod Montoya, have specific hopes for this session.
A priority for House Republicans is going to be introducing legislation to deal with our border crisis.
The governor says the border security is a federal issue and responded by saying lawmakers should support the bipartisan border security bill being drafted in Congress, while ignoring the fact that both Texas and Arizona have taken border issues into their own hands. And remember when MLG ran for office, her commercial specifically showed her crashing through a wall, symbolically defying the border wall. The last time lawmakers gathered in Santa Fe, they did pass some laws related to public safety, including a 7-day waiting period for gun purchases, which in all reality will have zero effect on criminal behavior. They also passed an increased penalty for attempted murder and capital outlay funding for law enforcement agencies. But the big question, if this is such a high priority, then why wait? Steve Pierce addressed this question on his podcast yesterday.
They don't want to do anything about crime because a lot of their base, a lot of the core Democrat voters think that the police should be defunded. A lot of the core Democrat voters believe that criminals should be out, that somehow they've been disadvantaged. And so she couldn't address them during the 30-day session because then she doesn't have the kind of grandstand that she'll have in the special day session. She's just wanting to fool the average that doesn't pay a lot of attention. Oh, yeah, take care of that crime problem. That's what she's hoping is going to occur.
Under New Mexico's Constitution, lawmakers are only permitted to consider topics approved by the governor during special sessions, and they're intended to be used only to address issues that were not addressed during the regular session. This marks MLG's 5th special session since taking office. The governor and some state lawmakers also want to pass laws addressing hazing. Democratic New Mexico State Senator Harold Pope spoke with KOAT about it.
I've even seen outrageous things to where seniors would grab the freshmen and they used to call them swirlies. They would grab them and dunk them in a toilet.
Several states have anti-hazing laws. Has it stopped? No. Do we need more laws? No. What Pope described is textbook battery, which is already a felony in New Mexico. We remember the story from NMSU, right? Would a new law prevent it? No, because there's already a law on the books for sexual assault. So instead of wasting money and time on this, Could we just instead enforce existing laws? The Public Education Department is moving forward with a controversial 180 school day calendar rule despite state law requiring school calendars to be based on the total number of instructional hours and not necessarily days. 53 school districts and charter schools are bringing a lawsuit against the state over this new rule. The State Superintendent Association says that more schools are signing on. The suit claims that the requirement of 180 instructional days conflicts with the state's rules permitting districts to opt to 4-day school weeks. Superintendents say districts budgeted for 4-day weeks will face funding shortages due to adding a 5th day of services such as busing and school meals. They say they also worry the change will put a burden on families, particularly in rural areas, and it risks driving staff away. The district argues the state of New Mexico Public Education Department has overstepped their legal authority and that decisions like this are not one-size-fits-all. Stan Rounds, New Mexico School Superintendents Association, spoke with KRQE.
Because you know what? Local boards of education know their students, they know their needs, and they provide for that.
Now, the PED maintained that they are fully committed to upholding responsibilities and ensuring the best interest of students while doing everything to improve educational outcomes, which includes the increase in classroom time. That statement says nothing. A bipartisan group of state lawmakers attempted blocking the rule in February, but Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham vetoed this attempt and calls this another pathetic attempt to avoid accountability for delivering a high-quality education to New Mexico students. Alamogordo and Tularosa are among the 53 schools fighting this ridiculous overstep. The Clovis Walmart reopens today, months after a fire damaged the building. The Clovis Police Department believes Jimmy Goulian started the fire after a video showed him with multiple propane canisters near the gardening area. Goulian is facing charges of arson, aggravated burglary, and being a felon with a destructive device. His state charges have been dismissed so that his federal case can move forward, but those charges could be refiled at a later time. In honor of Smokey Bear's 80th birthday, the Smokey Bear Historical Park is hosting a 2-week exhibit of the original artist paintings. Smokey Bear was a real bear burned in a 1950 wildfire in the Capitan Mountains, and the U.S. Forest Service tasked Rudy Wendelin with making Smokey the mascot for wildfire prevention. The park will exhibit his works from April 30th until May 10th, and the park is open Tuesday through Sunday from 9 until 4:30. Admission is $2 for adults, $1 for kids, and children under 6 get in free. The Smokey Bear Historical Park is in Capitan. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 25 games for New Mexico softball today, including Las Cruces coming to number 1 ranked Alamogordo. Go Lady Tigers. There are 30 games for Mexico baseball today, including Ruidoso at Sandia Prep, and Alamogordo heads to Las Cruces. Go Tigers! Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, winds gusting up to 26 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting as high as 26. Mostly sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 43. Your high today in the Basin, 75. Low tonight of 50. High tomorrow, 69 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies, winds gusting as high as 37 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting as high as 38. Mostly sunny and windy tomorrow, winds will be gusting up to 65. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 53. Low tonight of 34. High tomorrow, 47 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.